no, there we go. There's Thatch. There's you guys. Guys, give us like 5 seconds. I'm finishing up trivia. Welcome to the stream, though. The stream. And we will momentarily begin and have a good time. Hopefully, you're all enjoying the game and having a good time. Woo! These are the wrong names. These are not the people on the show today. That needs to be remedied. But let me finish this last question because we get a bonus question today.
A bonus question?
Yeah, it's the comeback mechanic.
Ah, is it going to be just for
Shark? Just for Shark. Yeah, I will explain it. We did it last week and it went pretty well. And oh man, I forgot that because we're doing this so early, like our European contingent can be here. So thank you to the European contingent. It went okay. Bo, you doubled your points. Do you represent yourself? Yeah. No, he doubled the points that he earned. He holds the record for the most points ever earned in one segment of Puckle PokeQuiz.
He got 9?
He got 14.
14?
Yeah, that's the comeback mechanic. Oh, you'll find out.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited.
Oh, it's gonna be big now.
You'll find out. He's in 5th now. He jumped from 8th to 5th.
I guess I'm now in danger of
You
losing
are.
my top 4.
You're in threat. It's mostly because there's a huge gap between the top 4 and everybody else. We had to do something, guys. So let me change these names. We've got the popular, as always, Claude9. We've got the cool as a cucumber, as always, Shark Finnegan. And then we go to...
And then avocado. We try to stick you there.
I don't want to go to Mount Fuji Buffet. Claude9.
Woohoo!
There we go. Claude9. Shark Finnegan. And then we gotta change this Jolteon to
I think I got it actually.
Ferret.
Okay. There
And we gotta change that Sableye
boop boop. And then
to a Spiel. And that should be a podcast. All right, I've got this. We're good to go. Okay, you guys want to make a podcast with me?
Sure.
Oh, let's make a podcast. Let's make a podcast, chat. I'm not gonna put chat on screen. That's too much. That's too much work. That's too much. All right.
I can stick you up there. That's fine.
All right with that. Okay, if you guys are ready, I'm gonna hit the button and we're just gonna go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Welcome to another episode of the Puckle Podcast. I'm your host, Trainer Thatch, here today with some spectacular co-hosts. We've got the one and only, bubbly as always, Claude9.
Hello, everyone.
And we've got Shark Finnegan, the knowledgeable, the wizard.
Hello.
I don't know. I should have come up with better adjectives beforehand. We got this is what AI's for. AI's for that copy. Welcome to the Puckle Podcast. Puckle, of course, standing for the Pokemon Underground Champions League, a nonsensical name we came up with in 2007, where we talk everything Pokemon from the trading card game to the video game to everything in between. This podcast is being recorded live, so if there's any references to the chat, you've been warned, guys. I apologize. If you want to keep in the loop, make sure you follow Puckle on social media, and you'll know if we do impromptu live episodes like this. And you can also attend a live stream, live performance. Is this a performance? I don't know.
Yeah,
but yeah,
definitely a
I guess so.
performance.
Yeah,
I call
yeah.
it that.
Today is obviously like a video game day. I'm all decked out. I don't wear this shirt on stream very often or on podcast very often, but it's my Totodile shirt. Got my Totodile shirt to represent my son coming home. I've got my
He's
sleepy
home.
Totodile. He's here as well. My boy is home. He's home. The return of the king. He's back. He's back, and that's all that matters. But yeah.
Well, I mean, he's back, but is he better? That's a real question.
He is. He is better.
He is
I
better.
think so. I
Have you
think he
seen
is
him
better.
Walk around. He's so
we can
cute.
chat about it.
He is so back. I asked my not girlfriend who to pick, says Bocephus in the chat. And she chose Totodile. So she's a good person, probably.
I like how we're
Yeah.
setting the bar real low today.
Whoa. Are you picking Chikorita over
Jeez,
here, Claude?
shots
Of course I
fired.
picked Chikorita. Are you
You're
kidding
picking
me?
Chick. I know you did. That
I
sounds right.
picked Chikorita too, but like that's just because I like the little bean. I have nothing against
So do I.
Totodile. I just like the
Yeah,
little
why-
bean.
You
I
don't
just
have
think
to-
Totodile has the worst mega of the three. Like
I think
that you
you're
start
wrong.
with.
I think you're wrong.
I don't. There you
I-
go.
I think you're wrong. I think Mega Feraligatr is amazing. I think it is perfect.
Here's my hot take. I think Mega Emboar is better than Mega Feraligatr.
That's a hot take. Pun
That's-
intended. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
I
I stand by it.
I would ask you guys what
Yeah,
you've been
we-
doing lately, but I know. I think we know the answer, right? Like the new game came out. We've got plenty to talk about, and
I
It'll be a
was
good
playing
time.
Scarlet Violet for a bit, trying to get a bunch of,
Yeah.
trying to start just kind of filling up living decks and trying to get closer to getting the shiny Meloetta just because I hadn't gotten it yet. So I was like,
yeah.
oh, let me just.
I
go
haven't
try
done
to
it. I haven't
clean that
done
up.
any of that stuff ever. I
Do
need
you need
to.
a shiny living dex for Meloetta?
No.
You have to get every Pokemon in Scarlet Violet, excluding Walking Wake,
And
Oh,
Petulant, and
yeah,
Okay, good.
Iron Leaves.
yeah.
Phew.
Which the biggest issues is obviously getting the Raging Bolt,
Mhm.
Gouging Fire, and Iron Crown, and whatchamacallit?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Boulder.
Yep.
I might
I've
go
at least
back
got
to that.
everything else in Premier Balls, which is what I've been trying to do.
I might go back and do that once ZA stuff calms down, because I don't know. I'm not, obviously it's only, as of recording, it's been like 2 days, so there isn't a ton of stuff going, but I don't feel like the game's gonna have like a ton of staying power, though I could be wrong. I could be wrong, depending on how like fun competitive is.
We can definitely discuss. I think there's reasons that this game could be very good for just the some
Mhm.
longevity, but I don't disagree as well. So it could go both
Yeah.
ways. I'm very
Yes.
it's
Yeah, I
very
think
interesting. I'll have to
I
see.
think next week will probably be like the bigger, deeper
True
dive.
telling point of it all.
Yeah, next week will be the bigger, deeper dive. Today's just first reactions. And I want to make sure we capture that. And so let's get to the news and go blow through that real quick so that we can just jump straight into the topic though. Because I want to go cut to that. So let's not make this intro longer than it needs to be. It's a release episode. It's going to be a lot different. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into our news. So let's cue that epic ball bounce. All right, let me pull up that news tech doc real quick, and
Yeah.
we'll do it. I think most of you haven't seen the animation for Mega Feraligatr if you think Mega Feraligatr is the worst one. So, yeah.
Great.
I'm talking to chat, not to you guys. I'm talking to chat, not you guys.
Same thing.
because I think the animation's adorable. They're just like, oh, but what if it was still Totodile?
That's the thing. I think it gets worse from Totodile, but that's
Oh,
just
well, you're wrong.
great. Love that.
We can say that because we're friends. Which one's first? This one or that one? That one. Okay. I'll change that to that color for myself. I've not seen any of them yet. Oh. Additional? What is happening? Sorry, guys. I got it. I'm not answering this. But sorry. I'm building a house, a very reasonably sized one. And I got a message about it just now. Da-da-da-da-da.
Bump, bump, bump. Let's see. How's my shiny hunting going? Run.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not very much into the game. I thought I was gonna have a lot more time to play yesterday than I did.
I am up to the place where I want to stop us is like rank V-ish.
Oh, that's exactly pretty much where I am.
Yeah, I think that's where most people
Rank
are at rank V-ish. Rank V.
Okay, I'm literally would be if I were playing, I'd be going to the X battle, but
Oh
I'm
wow,
like,
you're okay.
I like legitimately like I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to, but like
Yeah.
I still know enough about the game. I don't mind like a tiny bit of spoiler.
Give me a second. I'm getting a call from my wife all of a sudden.
Oh, that's important. You should do.
But like
you should
I
take
already
that.
know like, you know, most of the mega I like avoid the story stuff, super story stuff, but it's just the megas that I don't know like I know of and whatnot. So we don't have
Yeah, I am condensing the news to not make it as much stuff so that we can get through it faster.
Yeah.
Because people are here for the topic, they're not here for the news today.
Okay. Well, I got a shiny Flabebe from the stream.
That's cool.
That's number 6 shiny now.
All right. Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna be blue. I think. Oh, let me grab a water real quick. BRB, everybody. I'm gonna.
All right, I'm back.
Water real quick.
Back to the shiny hunting method.
Gonna finish all my little dailies, and then I can. You just hit rank B, Macaroni? Wow, I'm jealous.
Oh, where's the chat?
Rank B, that's so far.
Yeah. Yeah, British Gent. I still don't know how I got the 2 at once. That was crazy. We'll definitely talk about that here.
I haven't seen any shinies yet.
I've seen 6. And 4 of them. Oh, let's see. Wait. 1, 2. I'm going to say 3.5 because I legitimately don't know about this one shiny. They all came from the big new shiny hunting method that has been.
I don't know this method. I'm excited to find out.
Yeah. And then legitimately I found 2 scatterbug on a roof just together. I posted the video in Lumios chat. It's just literally me climbing up the roof, hearing like 2 shiny sounds at once. I was like, hold on. What did I hear? And I like hard saved, and you just see me slowly creep around, and there's literally 2 scatterbugs just vibing.
Ooh.
With their big white heads. So
Okay, I'm gonna be blue.
that was really cool.
Claude, you can be green.
Oh yes, news.
And then you're purple, Shark.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it.
I am green.
Welcome to the news. In the news, we've got a few things to talk about. First and foremost, and the most important thing that we've ever seen. Pokemon's Christmas stuff is out. You can go buy Pokemon Christmas decorations. It's out on the Pokemon Center. Pokemon Holiday Blessings is the theme this year. So yeah, get ready.
Oh,
Have fun. Celebrate Christmas in style with your Pokemon
Charge a
plushies.
bug. I must
Yeah.
have the Charge a bug. So good.
There's a Charger Bug. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, I gotta look.
It's pretty
It's a
good.
little Christmas present.
Yeah, it's a little Christmas present Charger Bug. It's really cute. It's a little bag. And they got a Torterra snow globe
Oh my god.
where on its
Flamigo
back.
holiday stockings.
Yeah, it's
Oh
all
my
really
gosh,
good.
It is a
It's
Torterra.
yeah, it's a Torterra with a Turtwig on its back in a snow globe. It's cute. I'm here for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is adorable.
As someone who does have a Christmas snow globe from Pokemon Center, thanks to my
Mhm.
wife, they're really cool. It is
They are.
they're
They're pretty
actually
solid.
really well made. They're really awesome. Definitely
Yeah.
should get one. If
And then there's stockings, tons of stockings. You can just get all the stockings. Delibird, Flamigo, Executor, Pikachu. They've got a new electric model train for the low price of $460. You can buy that one. It's something. You can get it. It's here. I will probably not pay $460 for it. All right. But yeah, that's all the stuff that I think is on my list. So I'll let Claude talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Video game news. Season 1 of ZA PvP lasts until November 5th. You need to reach rank K to get your Greninjite. Reaching at least E will let you acquire some sports balls for the season.
Mhm.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
don't forget, if you haven't done it yet, your mystery gift routes for ZA.
3
on
sports
top of
ball.
that-
That's cool. If you
Yeah,
get to
on-
rank A.
Yep. Oh, I thought it was E. You put E in there.
E. Oh, you get 2 for E. Yeah, you get 2 for E. You get 3
you get
in
at
A.
least. Yeah,
Yeah.
right now this is the only way to get a sports ball in the game at this
Mhm.
point.
I'm sure
Most
it'll
of the
be for
balls
other-
are there, but sports ball is one of the few that isn't available in game at this moment.
That you can't buy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In other news, for Unite, Mega Charizard X releases in Unite on Friday.
Woo!
That's kinda cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And that's
That's
all I
everything.
have yeah, that's all I got for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a short news segment today because again, people aren't here for this. We're gonna cruise through all this in like 10 minutes.
Is the news is the episode, or is the
Yeah,
is the
the
video
topic,
game.
yeah. All
That's
right,
the
well,
topic.
let's move on to the final bits. You get this, Shark.
All right, in Pokemon Go, the part 1 of the Halloween event will start rolling out. So we're gonna get Poltergeist into the game, releasing as a 1-star raids, and Sinistea will be available as shiny, including being
Woo.
as in the wild as a rare spawn, which is awesome.
Cool.
You don't have to raid for that anymore. But yeah. And then in the TCG news at Milwaukee, no deck made it above 10%. So that's
crazy.
fairly healthy
Yay.
for a meta.
But that
for right
they
now,
also
that's
to be
gonna change.
fair, they did also split Gardevoir into 2 different decks. They split
With Jellicent,
Gardevoir,
without Jellicent.
yeah, with Jellicent, without Jellicent. So it's still Gardevoir.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But Stellar Edge EX was the number 1 deck in day 1. Gardevoir was number 1 on day 2. Charizard and Dusknoir won, and the Psyduck promo is the most expensive card to play in Standard right now.
That is absurd. It's a
That's-
one of that goes
I
in
hate that.
not most decks, but like a bunch of decks.
I hate
And
that.
It's only a promo, and because of all the scalpers, it's a lot.
I hate
more
this. I hate
expensive,
this.
and it's absurd.
All right. Well, what's this
And
last
there
piece you got,
is-
Shark?
Yeah. And then there's also what was it? Torch Group also made Mega's meta relevant now with
Yes.
Mega Absol EX and Mega Kangaskhan EX. So there's our first Megas starting to creep in.
Mm-hmm.
In TCG Pocket, there's a whole bunch of stuff announced. As they're shifting to their Mega meta. They're adding gifting option for all diamond rarity cards. So basically anything
Cool.
that's just a common one, you can just give it to people instead of having to trade. Which that's kind of nice, for people trying to complete sets. So, and everything will be tradable now excluding immersives and gold cards.
That's good. They should have done that from the
mhm.
beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Even then, I kind of want to trade some immersive, but I
They should
digress.
no. Everything should be tradable. Everything in general
Yeah,
should be
everything
tradable.
should be
but-
tradable. I think everything
That's-
should be
yeah.
craftable
Yes.
or decraftable. I mean, too.
Mhm.
Like, I'd rather. There's certain things I want. I'd rather be able to like get rid of my duplicates and get a single copy versus having to trade off.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I agree with
And
that.
then they're also removing the restriction on having to wait to trade the newest set. So before you had to wait basically a month for the next set to come out to be able to trade the current set.
Mhm.
Now you can just do it at launch. So that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then the last big quality of life, they're increasing the frequency of unowned cards in the Wonder Pick.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
So that way you're guaranteed to try to get the things that you need to complete your sets. And the mega set will have 3 packs at launch,
Mhm.
just like
Oof,
the genetic apex.
I hope they give us more time then between,
Sets between sets.
if they're gonna give launch 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might.
All right. And so, first of all, Puckle's Badge Bonanza still doubles on the ladder right now. In October, in November, we're going to kick on over to something for Pokemon Legends EA. And everybody's favorite part of the news segment, Wo-Chien's News Corner. A news brought to you at a snail's pace.
Before you jump into that, I was
Yeah?
gonna say, if you haven't done the Badge Bonanza, it's not terribly too difficult. I mean, the Masters took me about 50 games with the Furret team. So
Yeah. It's not bad.
No.
Wo-Chien's News Corner, news brought to you at a snail's pace. There wasn't much going on because it was 2015 and it was a dead year in Pokemon. 10 years ago this week, Yveltal won at the Fort Wayne Regionals in TCG. Top 8 had Night March, Vespiquen, Flareon. I remember all these decks, actually. Seismitoad, Giratina. And yes, Double Colorless Energy was probably too good. While VGC was won by a Terracotta team with Mega Gardevoir. Terracotta would have been Terrakion Whimsicott. GS Cup didn't start until January. But yeah, that is it for the news, guys. We are going to go ahead then and kick it on over to the part everybody's been waiting for, the topic. All right, for everybody at home, we're going to just only go to, everybody on stream, we're only going to rank V and talk about our initial impressions of the game. That's what this part of the show is for. Next week is the one where we're going to give like the full deep dive review. I believe Whimsicott and Linear signed up for that, so Whimsicott better finish the game. Whimsicott. And
She was playing. I saw her.
I know.
She got a shiny. Right off.
I caught one too, like randomly.
Am I the only one that doesn't have a shiny?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. It's really easy if you really want one. I will show
not
you
unless
how.
I have to. I mean, eventually I would like to get
'Cause-
one for Victory Bell, because I think Mega Victory Bell is just
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a drink of water.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're ready,
Yep.
here we go.
Here we go.
Welcome to the topic. Our topic today are our initial impressions of Pokemon Legends EA. For those of you at home who want to avoid spoilers, one, we're only going to go up to rank V in the game. Maybe just a little bit after that, because there's like a little bit of stuff that happens like around that. It's an inflection point in the game, but we're going to only go up there just to talk about our initial impressions, how the game feels to us, and what we like and what we don't like. That does mean like we don't. I know Claude wants to like roast me, but and maybe chat does too here on YouTube and Twitch. But I think what a lot of people like they want to talk about the mega starters, and I think that comes a little bit afterwards, and I don't want to jump into that too much. So I don't want to spoil that for everybody who hasn't seen it. So I'm going to push that to next week.
Absolutely.
But I think we want to, we'll talk about that more next week. But we can touch on a little bit of Mega Evolution and stuff like that. So My first impression, and I'm just going to go out right off the bat here, guys, for you, and you can, hopefully this is a jumping off point, but my first impression, it was that this was a very Pokemon game. There are two things I got from the first like 30 to 45 minutes about this game. One, it was a Pokemon game because they held my hand and forced me to do things for the first 45 minutes of the game. And it was very frustrating, especially when you would try to go explore and it wasn't like some guy walking in your way. They would just like call you on the phone and be like, you shouldn't walk there now. And it was very, very annoying.
Or hey,
that is
we're
just
meeting up at the food truck.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a Pokemon game where the first hour they just hold your hand so much to like set up the plot that it was very frustrating. The other thing I got from this, so if you remember like Scarlet, I think back to Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Legends Arceus and their first hour where they're really holding your hand in both those games. Both of those put a big emphasis on catching Pokemon. And in the first 45 minutes to an hour of Pokemon Legends ZA, they spend a lot of time about battling Pokemon.
Well, the game is about battling.
The game is very much about battling, and I think to somewhat
basically, yeah.
I think somewhat to a detriment, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys got the same vibe or you feel something. Because I have feelings, but I don't want to.
I'm going
like,
to go on the defense of the tutorial for a little bit. I do agree it was long, but I felt like everything there at least had a good purpose. At least, even if it's just something like, hey, let's go take this shortcut, and it gives you here's the roofs, here's the mega crystals. Like, it does kind of give you that, like, it did, like, because this game, yes, it, being in that setting, you need to know, like, you can go, you can climb buildings, you can scale around, you got to at least have that knowledge of what the full scale of it is, because otherwise your initial impression's of Lumia City and you're just going to be running around alleys in the wild areas. It's like, well, there's some depth to it all.
To kind of defend that as well. Like, there are parts I'm like, I still don't know things, and I'm like, I hate the fact that I'm gonna have to like go figure out like how to like test a bunch of things. Like, there's this purple goo on the ground. How do I get rid of the purple goo? And I still have no idea how to do that.
I am very appreciative.
I can give you a suggestion because I just found that and I figured it out.
I've tried.
It's kind of a little bit of an experimentation, but
I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate having to be like, all right, what do I have to figure out here versus.
I do like that though. On the other hand, I like that they make you kind of figure out which moves to use in the overworld to overcome obstacles. I mean, they obviously
I wish there was more. That's where I wish there was a tutorial for each one. I'm like, you should use a ground type move on this or something, and that. I think it would. I'm like, that'd be nice.
I think I would really enjoy having maybe like, I would like to see wild Pokemon attack me with the types of moves nearby and see the effect it has on them, right? I think that's I think that's a better. I think that's a better use of or a better way to do it. Like, show don't tell is honestly the way I really like to be taught things in video games. Like I talked about this a couple weeks ago. I talked about this a couple weeks ago, but like World 1-1 of Super Mario Bros. Is an excellent tutorial, and that nobody tells me to do anything in that game. I just figure it all out on my own because everything's in front of me and it shows me how to play the game. And I think that is the way it should be done. Like, I should be out catching Pokemon, and then with the rocks, there should be a fighting type nearby, which, by the way, there are no fighting types early on, which is very frustrating.
Yes, there is.
Which one?
Sorry. I have a Heracross because of
you did the trade. You did the trade. Yeah. That's the only one. That's the only one early on.
Oh, no,
Pancham.
Pancham.
There is a Pancham. There's a Pancham. You're right.
Time, but
Meditite is also early.
Wait, where's Meditite at early?
6.
I think
it's in 6.
I think
it's in 6.
5 or 6.
It's at 6. I guess 6 is technically early. I was going in order when I was playing. But by those numbers, by the way, guys, we meant the wild areas because they're numbered very, very well. So I have a.
They're very well. 1 has the lowest level and 6 has higher.
Yeah. Is there something in particular that you guys wanted to bring up? I have like a list in my head of just like a bunch of not gripes, but things I really wanted to talk about that felt like off and weird. But I think it's just the game. It's not the game's fault. It's Thatch's fault, right?
I think Yeah, it's definitely the gameplay. We can I guess we can start going to the just the overall gameplay flow, like, and
Yeah.
just the mechanic of it. There is a learning curve with this game. It is
There
very
is.
much
I have not
a
hit it
l-
yet.
like
I've hit the curve and I haven't like
So-
gone up it yet.
yeah.
The one thing I wanted to talk about then, if we're
Yeah.
looking for things, is battling.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
battling
we can
mechanic
touch on
is different, and
Yes.
I didn't know if I was gonna like it because like the very first like tutorial battle, I just
Mhm.
straight up lose.
Oh, really?
Because I'm like, I lost. I straight up lost. I'm like, how am I missing all of my attacks?
oh,
How are like I missed everything, and they crit me like 3 times. Like, well, this is absurd. If this is their whole
Yeah.
game, this is gonna be
Oh,
awful.
jeez.
And then I
Crits are
have not
also
lost a match
unfortunate.
since.
yeah, that's
Because, like,
insane.
it's one of those things where it's like, all right, well, once you figure it out, it's. But like as
I haven't
intuitive as
quite
it is,
figured
it's-
I haven't quite figured it out. I'm gonna be honest because
Neither have
um, yeah, I know there's like some way you can dodge effectively, and I've done it a couple times.
I. So
but I'm just
close
not good
range
at it.
versus long range is like
Yeah.
absurdly different in this game. and
Yes. Yes, it is.
that matters way too much.
Yes, I agree. I think this battle system is to a lesser extent almost in the same camp about how I feel about the battle system in Legends Arceus.
Oh no,
Where,
I hate the
uh,
Arceus one so much.
Well, the art no. I think this is better than Arceus one, but I don't think it's as good as just like traditional Pokemon. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
where
agreed.
Traditional Pokemon, you have turn based, and this one can kind of be turn basey. I'm not gonna lie. If you just get into it, you can just hit the buttons, and with the cooldowns, like it is almost like a 1-for-1 move trade.
I feel like you
and-
could get a little faster than that.
Yeah.
It just really, I think it's finding the right, I think that's the part that we're going to have. It's going to take us a lot of time to
Yes.
get there, is trying to figure out what is the good flow of it.
Yes.
Do I just be like, what moves have the shortest time? Is like,
Well, I
what's the
found-
proper amount? Because a
find
lot of
it-
time I'm going right now, it's like I'll use attack move A, then B,
Mhm.
then C.
Yes.
I have to teach myself. It's like, well, yes, this isn't an effect. This is not a super effective move at all.
it's like
but
almost a
at
pseudo
the same
fighting
time,
game.
I'm sitting there doing nothing. I might as well click it and do damage.
It's almost a pseudo fighting game. It feels like you can do like the long range versus close range thing, right? Some Pokemon take a minute to like run up to the opponent and do like a close range move. But I found that if you use a move like Quick Attack or Aqua Jet, you can like the Pokemon will zoom in from very
yeah.
far away. And so you can get
Yeah.
that close range real quick. So there has to be something with that where like you're doing this
And there's a-
combination of long range, close range, and you're finding the
And that
optimal
can
flow.
cause you to move and like
Yeah.
dodge attacks randomly.
Yeah,
And I'm
exactly.
like, what is going on?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I can try to.
yeah.
When do I want to boost up? Do I like I can use like work up, get it, or growth,
Mhm.
get an early boost, and just start spamming moves? Like, okay, what?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out the time to then go back and use work up again, because I know those
Also,
boosts
the
don't last
time
forever.
between
It's-
like switching and being able to attack after you switch
Yes, is
is
very
like there's like a little
there's a
lag.
lag.
So
There's
if
a lag.
If all your Pokemon are low, you just die
yeah.
because they always get to go first, no matter what attack they're doing,
Yeah.
and it is not
Mhm.
easy. Like
No, it's definitely there's definitely a learning curve, and I think you can get like there's going to be some kind of skill level here. My one worry, honestly, is especially for like the online competitive that they're really pushing, is that there we like come to some kind of like universal constant where it's just like these are the optimal 6. And we get to something kind of like Gen 1 OU, right? Where it's just like, here are the 6 Pokemon that are the best 6 Pokemon.
And I hate
You
that
shouldn't
we're
use
gonna get
anything else. I feel like we might, like, there's a chance that we might get there. I think Megas might complicate it a little bit just because you can Mega Evolve multiple times in the same battle. And you can Mega multiple Pokemon. It's a very interesting mechanic in that sense. So I don't really know. It is too early for me to like really give like a definitive answer. All I can say is it feels weird, and honestly, that's how you're gonna feel whenever there's any kind of change, right? Like you're gonna feel weird. You're gonna feel a little uncomfortable, and yeah, I really I like outside of battling though, it's been very interesting. I don't want to say that it feels empty because it certainly doesn't. It's not empty, but running around in like the one city, in Lumios, this is changing gears by the way for everybody at home. We're not talking about battling, but yeah,
I have
the city
two other
feel.
things.
What are the two other? Are they related to battling, Claude?
Oh,
I don't
no,
want to
no.
pivot.
So the other thing, I mean, it's kind of like my pivot out of it is
Yeah.
the changing from night to day.
Oh, I wish it was fluid. I wish it was fluid.
It is a break in the game because I'll be in the middle of a battle or doing something. It's like the end, and it's daytime. A whole cutscene will play, and now all of a sudden the Pokemon I was fighting is gone, and I can't do anything. And now I have to like go and wait another like full day.
I agree with you.
This if they're like
so you can time skip pretty easily by sitting on a bench or something, but like I do also I do appreciate they did make like a kind of a meme about it when you go talk to Lita. She did make a meme about how like you should just start sitting on benches. And I was like, okay, that's silly because I remember when X and Y came out and we could sit on benches, everybody was like losing it. And it became a meme on the internet. And so I'm like, okay, this is funny. We're referencing the bench thing. Benches actually have a purpose now. You can just go sit on a bench, fast forward time. That's really cool. Thank you very much.
But I think as like part of it, I think it's just like the way they trying to make that, this game feel totally different between night and day because night you get the battle zones, you get certain night spawns. Like I can see certainly some of the aspects of like the programming and game design of it is like I could see why they did the cutscene. Yeah, I mean it can be a bit jarring, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It's basically just trying to, make a clear cut of like, okay, because like at nighttime you're supposed to you battle everyone, and then at the end you turn your coins into money, and you get that.
Yeah, but like,
you go
don't
that.
stop what I'm currently doing. Like, let me.
Yeah,
at least
that's the
finish
problem.
Up my thing. It's a matter of I'm in the middle of a fight, and now I'm no longer in that fight. That Pokemon has disappeared out of nowhere. I was just talking to them. How did that happen?
No, I was literally in a battle with the Flabebe when that happened at once as well. And the battle just stopped. The Flabebe was gone. There was a new Flabebe in its place, but it just had erased everything that had happened. And I'm like, come on, we don't need to do that. Like, you could let me finish the battle after the animation. Like, that's fine.
I'm just annoyed at I'm doing something. Oh nope, never mind. There's this giant cutscene I now have to go through.
Yep. It is a little jarring. When talking about the world as well, like I felt like so there was a lot of discussion before the game came out about whether or not just placing the game in Lumio City would be problematic. And I think gameplay wise, it's not. I think the game is perfectly doable with that. I do have like a couple small issues. One is that like it kind of, I mean, it just feels weird for a Pokemon game, right? Like Pokemon games are typically about adventure and exploration. And I feel like we lose a little bit of that being confined to Lumio City.
Sure.
And I really, really miss, I do really miss like the nighttime, or not the nighttime, but I really miss like that sense of exploration. I really want that back. And it's just not something we have. I think the flip side is that we have like the really cool Z to A system that's in the game, though. And this is like minor spoilers for people past V, but you do skip a ton of ranks at some point in the game,
which is lame.
Which is so lame. I told my wife when it happened to me, and she got so mad. She was just like, she's like, that is the game. That is the name of the game. Why did they take that away from me? I was having so much fun doing that gameplay loop. Like she was having so much fun doing the gameplay loop.
I just got there. I haven't done that fight yet. But I'm like, oh gosh. So we're jumping from what's it, V to F?
To F. Yeah, it's like more than half the alphabet. Like you're doing like 10 levels instead of 26. right? Or
I will
25.
say though, they did ramp up the levels and the difficulty, like
They did pretty hard, yeah, but they
so
have
like
to.
you have to go do some other stuff, which is
To be
great.
fair, you kind of
Yeah.
have to if you're going from V to F.
Yeah. No, it is really
In a sense,
cute.
that makes sense.
It is really cute because a lot of people would talk about like the other characters talk about how good you're doing, and you're already like essentially a G rank anyway, so they don't know why you're stuck at like V. And apparently that's actually very accurate. It's definitely it's interesting. It's interesting. I
Mhm.
do still feel weird though with it being such a small space. The other thing that kind of bothers me is are the wild areas, and it feels, or the wild zones. That's what they call, not wild areas, but the wild zones. I feel like the Pokemon selection's like a little small, but I understand based on the space that they have that they put them in.
Yeah.
But the one that really upsets me is because you'll go in and they'll be like, oh, there's 7 Pokemon here for you to catch. And you can go and catch 7 different Pokemon while you're there. But then there's overlap between them with Pokemon species, and that's also very frustrating. And I don't know that I like it. Like I don't need to go catch a Patrat in area 2 and then go catch a Patrat in area 4. Like that doesn't need to be a thing.
No.
They could have taken the
I think,
time to give me
I
something
think,
else.
well, you like you gotta make it feel like some species of animals live in different different
Sure,
zones.
sure.
I think maybe having like maybe 2 zones at most. As long as it's not
Yes.
more than that, I don't think it's too big
I
of an
don't-
issue. But
I guess the question to follow up for that then for you, Shark, is like, how do you feel about like Patrat being in zone 2, but in zone 10 there's just Watchog. Like Watchog's one of the 7. Like
I don't mind
that
so
doesn't
much.
it doesn't feel great, but I don't mind it as much just because you can catch the evolution and you could just, I don't have to evolve
Yeah.
a Patrat now. Thank
I don't
you.
think so. Yeah. I don't mind it too much. Like you kind of like you want to be able to catch the evolution sometimes too, just for the sake of speaking it out. I could say at least I'll tell y'all. I don't know if it's too big of a spoiler, but the Pokedex size is very close to what Legends
or
Arceus was.
Arceus,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
I would
base
imagine.
Arceus. Base Arceus had 240 plus,
Mhm.
the couple of event mons. That's what you're getting in this game. You're getting something comparable. I won't
I would
say the
imagine.
specific number. So if you're trying to stretch it out, like there can be redundancy. And if you think about some of the Pokemon in Legends Arceus, you saw
Oh,
Bidoof
yeah.
places. You saw Shinx in 2 big areas.
You're right. You're right. No,
There's
no,
a lot
I
of redundancy in that game.
I do agree with
So-
you.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
Yeah.
beyond just like, Magikarp's being everywhere but that's Magikarp,
yeah.
But
What I do
you
like,
got to flesh it out a little bit.
I will
what
say
I-
I think there's a lack of water type Pokemon.
really?
I've gone through like the first like 8 areas, and there's 3, maybe 4.
Go to the 9th area. Like go to the 9th area.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
can't
Maybe
find
it's-
things, try Night because I'll
Yeah,
tell
also
you,
Night.
Route Area 2, Staryu and
Yep.
Magikarp swap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew that one. But like outside of that, it's all right. Cool. There's a Barbaracle.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, hold on.
no, there-
let me
if
pull
you
up.
go-
I can tell you there's quite a few. Let's see.
Yeah.
We have the Totodile as your starter, that half counts.
You don't get that one because you chose
Magikarp.
wrong.
Barbaracle,
I chose the other
Starmie.
Carvana is in like area 9.
All right. Well, I haven't gotten area 9 yet, but, like,
Panpour.
yeah, Panpour. I know it exists. I haven't seen it.
So those okay, this is good. This is a
Those
good
are in the
pivot.
trees, so I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a slight transition.
this
in
is
the
a good pivot.
exploration part.
Actually, I have really enjoyed. I was a little worried about this because they didn't talk about it a ton in the trailers, but they've showed it a little bit. But the number of Pokemon that are just kind of like out of the wild areas, like that are just around. Like if you see a Pokemon that's not like talking to a trainer out in Lumio City, you can probably catch it, which is probably one of the coolest parts in the game. And I've caught Panpour and Pansage so far. I haven't found Pansear.
Yeah, I was climbing up one of the ladders
Yeah.
and I got aggroed. I'm like, what?
Yeah, isn't
What
that
aggroed
cool?
me? I went
Isn't that
back
cool?
downstairs and I saw the Pansage and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Chunk.
Yeah, there's just like
And I
so many
found a shiny
Pokemon
Pidgey
running around.
on
Yeah.
a lantern or on
Yeah.
street lights. So
It's really cool
you
seeing
can
just
find
the
shinies in those too.
Yeah.
That's cool. I did not know that.
Yeah, there's
Anything
like
flying, anything just chilling in trees. There's like bugs in trees a
Mhm.
lot. So
Yeah, there are.
there's
it's
a lot of like it makes the city, it starts to fill out a city that it can feel. I don't disagree that it does feel a bit samey. I think part of it is just the way they had to
Yeah.
they sacrificed a little bit on the variance to ensure performance was there.
Yeah.
It's like the game is pretty. The game is still
it
pretty.
runs
The
really well.
graphics there.
I am running it on a Switch too.
Runs really well.
I think we're all running on Switch 2 though, right? I don't know if I can comment
Yes,
on
but
like
I've
Switch
heard
1 performance.
Basically nothing severely negative on a Switch 1.
That's great. That's great to hear actually.
The load times are from it's between 2 seconds on Switch 2 to like 6 seconds on a Switch 1.
Okay, that
which
checks
is
out.
Not too bad. You're not really having to go through many loading zones in this game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Conversely, because the whole map is one
they force
giant
you through
model.
them between night and day.
Yeah.
But that's
Honestly,
but
you're
that's-
right, Claude.
that's the worst one. But like you're not like you're not going in a building to load. You're not going out of a building to load, or constantly like that. There's at least a time between the loads, but
Yeah.
But there's one giant model that is for the whole city, and they probably reduced some of the making the windows a little flatter to kind of counteract making sure this thing runs. And I have zero issues. I'm very pleased at what I've been seeing and hearing online, at least compared to SV launch.
Oh yeah.
This is way better than that.
This is definitely way better. I really like I mean there's a lot of fun things that are going on. But one of the things I've really liked is the roles you get when you finally unlock side quests with Emma. Like that is one, that's where the game opens up. But two, like the side quests are all great. That's how you get the Kalos starters early on. That's how you can
which brings me to my next thing.
Yeah. Those are fun. I love the side quests.
I think the parkour is cool. So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still early to start to explore how to do that, but like
I don't know, but
it's just interesting that I'm like, okay, you can't jump, so how you go parkour, and it's like trying to figure out.
So apparently we're not far enough yet.
Where to do that?
Yeah.
Because there is a point where
you
like
can jump thing.
Not jump, but like there is like remember in the trailers we saw early on where the character jumps from one roof to the other and the Rotom phone like flies him over to the other side.
I forgot about that.
That is an unlock. And I remember like trying to see when we get that. I Googled it because I'm like, is this real or is that just like a trailer thing? And I Googled it and they're like, yeah, you get it like within the first couple hours of the game. I'm like, no, you don't, because I'm like 7 hours in, guys, and I don't have it. But it's also just because like I've been running around exploring a lot and doing a lot of the side quests. And so I haven't taken the time to like play. I think it's within the first few hours, if you were doing nothing but like main objectives, you could probably get it in a couple hours, but it does come. I don't know where it is yet. I've done like the rank F battle and I still don't have it. So it should be soon. I imagine it's soon.
But like one of the like side quests teaches you a lot of it.
Yes.
So I don't want to give away what, but that is really nice to have. Like, oh, cool. That like it is here to help you more than it is to hurt you.
Yeah, it's a fun. I mean, it's a great way to like put a bunch of little stuff in the game. I think it's really fun in that way. I do really feel like overall, like this game for me has been like, it's felt weird. But I think, again, that's kind of the point of most Legends games, is to feel weird. The catching has been very good. I think the way that this game is handling catching and overworld Pokemon in general is, I hope this is kind of how they work with Gen 10. And my only hope is that you would go more fluidly into a turn-based battle with the other Pokemon. But I think you should just be able to go around and like chuck Pokeballs like we do here. Like we're like settling into a middle ground from Legends Arceus and normal Pokemon. Like,
and I think it's perfect.
Yeah, Like we're settling into some average, which I think is really good.
I love the idea that after you knock out a Pokemon, they're stunned for a few seconds and you can throw a Pokeball.
Yes.
I think that's
Yes,
brilliant.
it gives you
That's
a
a
chance
great
to not
change.
fail
That's a great
shinies.
change.
And you can also just
like-
straight up throw Pokeballs at them too. Like
Yeah.
it's not like they're changing anything. It's just we can
Mhm.
do multiple things now, and that's great.
I think this is
Mhm.
like I think this is honestly the way to go at the end of the day. And I kind of hope they keep some version of this system into the next game. Like that's what I really want. I want them to go into Generation 10 with this catching mechanic and this overworld battle start mechanic with your Pokemon. I will say I still haven't figured out the button presses. I'm terrible at like sending out my Pokemon. I will all the
my
time
gosh.
just chuck a Pokeball when I meant to send out a Pokemon. Like they do need to come up with like a better system for that. Like I need like one trigger to be Pokeball, one trigger to be Pokemon, you know? And not just like, oh yeah, hit up on the D-pad. I think any game that requires D-pad presses as like an innate function is not a good game. Like it's not good game design. I think D-pad presses on a controller are used for like supplemental actions, not for like time-based actions or like something you need to do very quickly. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is also Thatch's opinion on game design, and Thatch plays other video games and feels this way about all of them.
Yep.
I think if you require like D-pad
But I'll
press,
say,
it's like the C buttons.
They help. We're smart. The tiny quality of life thing where you have the ball guy who sits in front of the Pokemon Center.
That's great.
For every stupid chuck ball you threw, you can just go get it back.
Yep.
In the exact ball too. So if you
Yep.
threw Ultra Balls or Premier Balls or whatever balls, it's like, boop, you get them back. It's like, thank God.
I
that
agree.
was such a good quality of life.
Yeah.
I could see why they needed to do it. Oh, geez.
Yeah, the trainer customization in this too is like awesome.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
so good.
It's awesome.
I
Like
haven't gotten to any of it outside of the main game, but
man, when you get to the trainer customization, it is the best in any Pokemon game ever. Like
that is
it
so
is.
exciting.
It is especially
doing
after
it-
Scarlet and Violet is just it's so freeing after Scarlet and Violet. Because
I believe it.
because like Scarlet and Violet's like, here's your uniforms you can choose from, and this one's just like, okay, here's a bajillion options. You can choose any of them. It's also not gendered like it has been in the past.
Nice.
So I know that matters to a lot of people. And I mean, I think they're pretty stylish. I like them. I honestly, in all actuality, I might buy some of the clothes to like, if we play a lot on stream, just like dress as my character on stream, because
That'd be
they are
awesome.
they are
just, like,
fashionable,
dress as
and
a
it's stuff that
Pokemon, because
it's
you
stuff
can-
I would wear. It's stuff that I would wear. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, like I dressed up as right now kind of an inspired look based off the Pokemon, like my first shiny that I got. It's like a cool, little Skiddo. So just like I got kind of pulled off a fit that looks really good with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's really
I
fun.
love it.
Like it is like they need to not take this away.
Mm-hmm.
Part of their 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. Sometimes you feel like with some of these games, but
Yeah, I have comments that aren't for this show about that, but
yeah.
yeah, I just think it's like super. I think it's super interesting. The character customization is really good. I kind of hope I hope they learn. I think they heard a lot of people being upset about the Scarlet and Violet options. And
For
it's
real,
still
that was
a Kalos
abomination.
I think the
still in
Kalos.
hindsight.
I think the Kalos options make sense because it's Kalos, and that's where character customization first originated, and that's where and it's also France, so like fashion capital of the world. I mean, we're in Paris, right? Fashion capital of the world. In fact, like one of Naveen is just like an aspiring fashion designer, so it makes sense. It makes sense to me to put it here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the character customization, fantastic. I also love that alphas are back, by the way.
Yep.
Alphas
Yes.
being back, great
Alphas are
idea.
good.
I also appreciate the lack of explanation. All I remember is the explanation for alphas coming back is the guy goes, yeah, somebody talked about them being around like back in the day, and yeah, now they're just like showing up again. Weird. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
end.
it's weird.
I'm sure there's a story reason for it. to some extent because they're hinting at a lot of stuff in the story. I am pleasantly surprised, like how many hours I got in up until rank V. By the way, I don't know that this was the intended way because when you get to rank V, you also get the is Lysander back? Is what somebody asked. I don't know, but when you get to rank V, the reason this happens is because, or after rank V, you end up hitting like your first like rogue mega battle. And that's where you get Mega Evolution as well. And when you get to that rogue mega battle, like the gameplay's a lot different. It feels a lot like it feels like a combination of like a raid battle plus the like the lords in Legends Arceus. It's like some weird combination between the two.
Yeah.
So, I don't know this for fact yet, but I feel like based off of how they showed the rogue megas, you have to fight a rogue mega to get the
okay. I mean, this is like a little bit
Get
after
their
V.
Mega
the Mega
Stone,
Evolution
I think
Stone.
mostly.
Yeah, so this is like yeah, so there's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B here, Claude. I'll make the clarification for Megastones because I don't think it's like a real spoilerly thing. The
Yeah,
rogue megas
Yeah, no.
are
Where do you get Mega Stones? It's not
if- yeah, if you get if for the Megastones, for some Megastones, which are the ones that we'll see rogue megas for, you get those are the only ways to get it. You have to beat the rogue mega to get that rogue megastone, to get that Megastone. But a lot of them you can just purchase. A lot of that's what the mega shards you're collecting running around town are. That's the currency to buy a lot of the Megastones. Yeah.
And I believe
Didn't
cash is also used to buy certain others. There's literally like
if you
three ways you can.
I think
kinda
if you
get
go
them,
to the Stone Emporium, they have a couple at some point. And that's also where you can get Aerodactyl, Tyrantrum, and Aurorus, by the way. For those of you at home. That's how you get those. You just buy the fossils, which is cool.
Yep, you just buy them. They are.
Honestly, when I saw that, I was like, man, this like I felt like a little like Phantom Pain from Dexit because I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if I could buy the rest of them? But I obviously like it's fine. Like
Maybe
it's
DLC.
fine. Maybe DLC. I would, dude. I hope DLC expands the decks pretty significantly. We'll see though.
Yeah, we'll see. There's stuff that we can that data mines have started to show. Won't talk about here at all ever, but
No.
like
that needs to be a
interesting.
Patreon thing. That needs to be a Patreon thing where we sit down and talk about leaks.
There's definitely Patreon to discuss all that, and because there's some thoughts on that, but that's
Shark and I need to sit
sidetracking here.
down. Shark and I need to sit down and talk about some leaks. there were so many leaks. I think there's like 3 or 4 episodes.
So many.
I have like 3 or 4 episodes of things to talk about on Patreon about the Pokemon leaks. Because there were just so many things.
Because we have not only the data mines that you always get data mines right when the game launched. That's just stuff in the code. But then you have on top of that like actual like the Terra Leak stuff.
The Terra Leak stuff got bigger.
Even more. I'm like,
nuts. But I don't want to talk about that though. We're here for ZA. But okay. So are there any other like burning desires or things you guys really, really want to talk about?
So the only other thing that I don't know that I wanted Shark to talk about is he mentioned this new shiny hunting method?
Shinies. Oh my god,
tell me about
shiny
this.
Shiny hunters rejoice. Holy crap, guys. First of all, there's a lot to dig in with that. So first of all, shiny sounds are back. Hooray!
Yeah, thank God.
Thank God.
Keep those and the catching mechanics, please.
Yep. Secondly, they brought back the shiny sparkle from Pokemon Let's Go. That's a nice bonus with it. So that way you're not squinting at, is this the Flabebe that's shiny?
Yeah.
Is this, which one is it? You can see the shiny.
Exactly.
You can lock in. It has the shiny symbol on it too. When you lock in, when you can see like level and stuff, you can see the shiny symbol. There's enough indicators. Like, great. You can tell what's shiny. Now, here comes fun part number 1. The shinies have their own save spot within the memory.
Yeah.
What?
So So let's say, okay, so Claude, example, if you're running around and you see way up in the sky, you see a shiny like Pidgey just up there on it, like, you know, some telephone wire way up there and you can't reach it, you can play the entire game, come back to it, and it's still there.
Still there, yeah.
As long as you don't battle it,
Yeah. It's
catch
still there.
it, or like run
Interact with
away
it.
in the middle
Don't
of a battle,
interact it,
or like
yeah.
scare it away. As long as it doesn't, you don't do that,
Okay.
it's there.
I
It'll
guess my-
always be there. You can
So-
fly spot. You can change night to day and back to night, and it's there.
Mhm.
So
You
they
know,
will always
you
stay
can
in
do
the
a
same
lot of
spot.
things.
Yeah.
How
You
do
can
get
die
them
to an
spawn
alpha,
is my
and
other
it's there.
question.
Say that
Hmm?
again, Claude. Say that
Is there a
again.
way to like make them spawn or have Pokemon spawn faster? Because
I will look.
like with,
Yep.
like with Legends Arceus, there's a shiny Pokemon in this game. Like
Mhm.
the shiny Pokemon quest, and it's like
Oh,
I don't
that's
see this
different.
Pokemon anywhere.
We should talk
Yeah, that's
about
different.
we should talk about that for a sec as like a complete aside though. I hope this is I'm drawing a line with 2 data points. So there's always a line between 2 points. But I find it very cool that not only in Legends Arceus when we had like the shiny Ponyta quest that there's also a shiny Mareep quest in this one. I love it. They should keep doing it. This is great. Keep it up.
Yes.
Legends 3 better have like a shiny Roly-Coly or something. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
give me something
It's
cool.
got to have a beautiful shiny, you know, just a
Yeah.
beautiful shiny. Because shiny Ponyta is a great shiny. Shiny Mareep is a great shiny.
mhm.
Keep it up. We love
Oh, yeah.
it. Shiny Wooloo, you know, something.
Oh,
something
shiny
striking
Wooloo would
like
be
that.
good.
That'd be
I
good.
like to
Shiny
I do.
Wooloo. Okay.
I don't think.
So,
I don't
like,
think they'll do it
Something
because we
not
just got a sheep.
innocuous,
But,
but like, yeah.
yeah.
So the question is, how do you make shiny Pokemon spawn?
So, the first thing that I will say is there is no like. Remember in the RNG that you could do in outbreaks where it's like, oh, you can battle them certain way and it'll change how the spawning is. You
Mhm.
can't really do that here. Apparently, it's fairly like crypto locked. You can't like do a certain thing to like manipulate what spawns, you know, or
Mhm.
whatnot. But that doesn't mean you can't. But because you can, like the shinies are set in a safe memory, you can walk in and out of a loading zone and re-roll the shinies in the area, and the shiny Pokemon will stay.
What is where are the lines of the loading zone? Is the real question.
There, basically, I would say, you know, a good like if you're trying to think of, there's certain like restaurants you can
Yeah.
walk in and out of, for
Okay.
example,
Oh,
that
so
like
like a-
triggers that'll reload when you go in and out of that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Cool.
here comes the new method for like to get easy shinies fast. It is in wild area zone 3, because this is a very early game way to do it. There is a little building in that zone that's fairly tall up, and you can go up the stairs and hold your controller and just hold it down, and
Yeah.
you walk down the stairs and you're immediately facing outwards and you go back up the stairs. If you
Mhm.
just keep holding down, you keep going up and down, and you can just literally stick a rubber band on your controller,
Yeah.
go AFK, come back in, you know, 30 minutes to an hour, and then run around that area, and boop, you might find a shiny. There's
Mhm.
there's an alpha Litleo and an alpha Fletchling that you can get a lot of people have been getting shinies fairly easily. You can get Skiddos, Pancham,
Mhm.
Ooh,
Flabebe, Pikachu's, Esper.
So
There's
this
a
method
decent chunk in that
will
zone.
spawn all of them as shinies, and then once they're shiny, they don't go away.
They don't go away, so
Yeah.
you can go
so
back.
theoretically, you could do this overnight, and then all
Yeah.
the Pokemon there could be shiny.
Something like
Theoretically,
that.
yeah. There's definitely a good. You
Like
should be
there's
able to
still
have
there's
most
still
of
like
them should be.
there's still like the 1 in 4,000 probability though, right? Like you have, you have to think of that,
which
Claude.
I
Like,
heard with the shiny
Yeah.
charm is 4 times as good this time.
I believe
Yeah,
that.
it's 1,064 and change.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
But that's the only shiny though. That's the only way to bump your shiny odds is the shiny
Mhm.
charm. There's not outbreaks
Yeah, there's nothing else,
that we,
yeah.
you know, or There's nothing else. Those fossils we referred to, those are hard set at 4096. So sorry for shiny Aerodactyl fans. You're gonna have to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the big thing is just right before you encounter, when you hear that shiny sound, wherever you are, whether you're doing a trick or whether you're not, just hard save. Hard save, because that'll guarantee you're safe. In case something messes up, you can quickly turn off the game, come back on, and then you should be able to not lose the shiny.
Yeah.
It is harder to fail shinies now, which is good.
I like that.
Yeah. I think on that note, I think this is pretty much everything. Like initially. And there's going to be more to talk about next week. Unfortunately, both of you won't be there, but
nope, that's fine.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good, and we'll be around in the Discord anyway to chat about everything. But yeah, it is really funny though that even though we left Kalos a long time ago, at that time we were sticking paper or dimes in your DS to run around around Lumia City to hatch eggs.
I remember putting a penny in the thing, like underneath the D-pad to. Some
things changed, but some things stay the same. Now I can stick a rubber band on my controller and I can get a shiny Alpha Litleo as we're sitting here recording a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of want that shiny Alpha Litleo so I can, because of other stuff. But yeah, that's cool.
So before we quit, I just want to overall, what's your initial rating for the game? Like, what are you thinking out of 10? Like, what would you say the game is out of 10 right now?
I'm around an 8.5.
8.5. Okay.
I think it's definitely, I think it is about an 8 to 8.5. There's a lot of things that it is very clean. It is very fun. It is a learning curve that it is just the city. And I think there's potential for it to grow higher. It just really depends on how enjoyable post game becomes to give that. I mean, doing the shiny hunts, I think will keep me there because I think it's still cool. Even if I don't do this little trick anymore, still trying to go run out, run back, trying to reset for some of these other shinies would be fun. But I'm still probably, I think it's definitely probably, am I early to say is it better than every Switch game?
No. No, I don't think so.
Might. That is a chance. I wouldn't put it past me to say it would be. It's still hard. I'm trying to figure out.
I don't think I could say that. I don't think I could say that. Because it's kind of like maybe a 7.5 ish for me. I don't think it's. And granted, I think this is just like a Pokemon game thing for me in general, especially post exit. I don't think any Pokemon game on the Switch is inherently better or worse than another Pokemon game on Switch, because the whole idea is that they're just kind of their own things. And so Pokemon Legends Arceus to me still has replayability. I can go and play that. That's fine. That game is what it is. That's the game where you go catch things. That's what that game is about. And then Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is your traditional big Pokemon adventure game. And that one is done very well. And then you've got Pokemon Legends EA, and this is the one with Mega Evolution. That's all about battling. And that's fine. They're all different. I just, the vibes are a little off, and I think it's a personal 7.5. It's like a 7.5 not enough water type deal for me. I want the scale to feel grander. And partially, I think part of that is just stolen by one, they kind of reduced the in-game tournament from Z to A to just, let's skip most of them. And I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know. I might have a different review at the end of next week, though. I might have a better review for that, but yeah. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to wrap up. This has been our initial impressions of the game, as well as a shiny hunting guide. So we're gonna kick it on over now, guys, to our Poke Quiz segment, where we're gonna quiz your co-host on their insane Pokemon knowledge. We will catch you all on the flip flop.
All right. So I y'all's advice on this.
Yeah.
Area 5. Battle Area 5. There's
Mhm.
half the map I don't know how to access because it's all like within buildings.
Just use a
How do I-
water
Oh,
type move.
what?
Use a water type move.
No, that's not. It's not the poison thing.
Mm.
It's just all buildings. It's like
Yeah.
the
You,
east
you
side of.
There's
go
stuff.
get the sludge. Go
there's-
get the sludge, and then you can run around to the other side.
Follow that path. Yeah, follow the path. Use a water move.
I don't have. A
I
water-
definitely
that's why
say
I
start
haven't
using.
been able to-
Just choose different types of moves to try to just play around and figure out what works. I think it's probably your best way to break through those bricks. But yeah, for sludge,
got
it's
it.
water moves, and I literally did that a few minutes ago. I broke through the
Mhm.
sludge, and then I was as we were setting up and whatnot. You can go. There's a little underground path, and it finds a
Mhm.
nice little alpha down there that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because like
But,
I'm trying to figure out what I want for my team, and I'm like, oh, cool, and I am struggling hard on
It's a modern Pokemon
having
game,
enough
so even if
space.
absolutely, there are too many good Pokemon. There are too many good ones.
Yeah, right now my team that I kind of forecasting is using Meganium. I'm
Yep.
gonna use Victory Bell because that was one that was legitimately announced on my birthday, so I feel obligated to use it.
I want Victory Bell is
And
Victory Bell and
then
the
I
game are
wanna
the two that
use-
I wanted, and then after that I'm like, this is gonna be tougher than I thought.
And then Excadrill is a Pokemon I really like, and I hadn't used in
Mhm.
the game in a while, and I know that it exists in this game, and I want to use it. So
That's very
there's
fair.
that one, and then after that, it's just trying to figure out what I have something that kind of balances out my team, but the fact is my 3 Pokemon are all weak to fire, so I'm probably gonna use some like a water
Yeah.
type or something, a
I'm trying
dragon
to
or
figure out what
something to
water
try to.
type I want because I absolutely hate Mega Starmie.
Use Barbaracle.
I think
There's, yeah, I mean you have
I
Slowbro.
wanted, what's it called?
Slowbro.
I believe Slowbro. I did.
Mhm.
I forgot about Slowbro exists.
Yeah, everybody
Slowbro's in
did.
this game.
The gyms were pretty
Sure,
good.
what-
I-
you have
I
your
haven't eaten
Kanto
today.
starter,
Tech.
Sharpedo. You
I'm
know,
waiting to eat after this podcast. All right, we're gonna jump into these questions, mostly because
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
okay.
hungry, and I want to eat lunch.
Where do I
Um,
get the eel? Because I wanted the eel.
All right.
you'll
Okay, here we go.
not a clue yet. I'll let you know.
That's later game.
Dang it! I wanted the
Feels
eel.
like a later game, and don't see.
Here we go.
It's definitely not in the early decks.
I'm gonna click record and
Okay.
start. Welcome to Puckle's Pokey Quiz. Thank you for that intro, Mark from the Dunsparce gang. We're going to jump into our questions today, though. But as a reminder, you can submit your questions over at our Discord server at pucklediscord.com. We also have Shark, who's not in the top 4. So we actually get a bonus question
Dun, dun,
today.
dun.
So with that, we're going to jump right into it. Our first question this week, guys, is a general trivia question, as always. And it comes to us from Farmer Fox. Old listener, old friend of the show.
Hey, Farmer Fox.
Which is the only non-poison type Pokemon to have the ability Poison Touch?
Oh,
the Toad.
Seadra.
Poison Touch, not Poison Point.
Oh, Touch. You're right.
Seismic.
You're right. Okay, I'll trust Seismitoad.
Seismitoad is the answer that you guys are going for.
I'm
Seismitoad
almost
is
positive.
that is correct.
Yeah.
It's Seismitoad. Seismitoad's correct. All right, you're 1 for 1 very quickly there. Your next question is another general trivia question, and it's going to come to you from Bugcatcher Totes.
Hello, Toads.
What Pokemon will still evolve even when holding an Everstone? I feel like
I
we've asked some version of this
bel-
question before, but yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything other than I know one weird glitch that I heard of and I was reminded of recently is if you trade a Kadabra holding an Everstone, it still evolves into Alakazam. But I don't know if that's this. I think it might be, but
I honestly don't know this one.
that's one I actually legitimately did see because someone was trying to get like Wonder Trade a full Dex and BDSP but but Kadabra with an Everstone evolved to Alakazam.
Hmm.
So
What's your answer then?
I got nothing.
guess we'll go with that unless you have something else.
Yeah, I don't know this one. This is
The answer is Kadabra. It's like specifically coded. I think it was an error at first, but it's like specifically coded to do it all the time now. Like in every game.
Crazy.
That it's in. Even if it's holding an Everstone, it will evolve.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts? That's
Yeah.
crazy. All right. Well, you guys are 2 for 2. Your next question is your Pokedex entry question, as always. And this is from Adi Oddishborn. A man after mine and Claude's heart.
Oh, love Oddish.
This first entry is from Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, a game we don't get entries from often.
Oh
I'm
gosh.
pretty. Its legs have become poison stingers. It stabs its prey repeatedly with the stingers on its limbs, dealing the final blow with the stinger on its rear. From Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Its legs have become poison stingers. It stabs its prey repeatedly with stingers on its limbs, dealing the
Sounds
final
like a
blow.
Beedrill,
You know-
but it's not.
I cannot. Does question for the audience? Do Mega Pokemon get Pokedex entries in Let's Go?
I don't know the answer to that. Let me double check.
Well, then it was like because I was gonna say Mega Beedrill. It sounds
Yeah.
like Mega Beedrill, but
Yes.
I'm trying to think. So it's legs, become poison stingers, have become. So it has to evolve.
Yeah.
No, they do have them. Yeah, apparently they do. Yeah, they do have
And I
them.
think it's Mega Beedrill.
You gotta go with Mega
Say
Beedrill.
Mega Beedrill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your first answer you're locking in. We're gonna move on to the second one. And this is from Pokemon Stadium 2. It can take down any Pokemon with its powerful stingers. It sometimes attacks in swarms.
Maybe it's just Beedrill.
Maybe it's just Beedrill, but I mean, I
Are we locking in Beedrill?
It's the only thing
I
think
mean,
of.
Okay, so it's just like trying to think. It's a Gen 1 Pokemon with the stinger.
And it
Tentacruel, I don't think it's
Nope.
is.
would be tentacles.
Trying to think its legs.
Do they
It's not really
change the number of
speed.
tentacles in the Pokedex entries, or do they ever reference that for Tentacruel? I'm trying to think about that now. I don't know, because like it changes in the art. That's all I'm thinking about. Tentacruel's limbs change on the art from gen to gen. But yeah, what are you locking in there? What are you locking in? We sticking with
think
Beedrill? If
I
it's
think I just
Mega
do
Beedrill
'cause
versus
I can't
Beedrill,
think of any
I-
Pokemon with a stinger.
Yeah, it's this.
That would-
I'm stumped. Like this is
That
weird.
leg has
The-
become a stinger. Yeah, I
The
can't.
the answer is
okay.
Beedrill. The answer is Beedrill. I don't know if that was the mega entry from Let's Go or not. But it is Beedrill. I'll give you the points even though you said Mega Beedrill, but it's Beedrill.
Same thing.
So you guys are 4 for 3 now.
Woohoo!
So this means this next question is worth 2 points. There are 7 answers. So the way this will work is the first 3 answers you give me is 1 point. The next 3 points you give, or 3 answers you give me is 2 points, and the last one's a pat on the back. This question is from Togenik. And they ask, what 7 locations have a special magnetic field where Magneton, Nosepass, and Charjabug can evolve in the video games?
All right, Mount Cornet is the first one.
You do have to lock these in, and you have 3 strikes. Obviously, this is the way
Mount
it's
Coronet,
played
lock it
all
in.
the time.
Mount Cornet is one.
Mount Coronet is absolutely 1. That is correct.
That's the only one I knew.
That is 1.
Can you
There are 6
forgive-
more.
Chargestone Cave, I'm assuming, is one.
Yeah, Chargestone Cave is one.
Chargestone Cave is 1. That is 2.
Where is it in?
Can you-
What's the thing in Alola? It's like a certain spot in Alola.
Can you forgive a pronunciation? Because I believe it's like Mount Lanikala or something like that.
Lanikala,
It is
yeah.
one of the mountains on Ula Ula Island where the power station is.
Because you've described it, I'm gonna give it to you. The answer is just Blush Mountain.
Blush Mountain, yeah.
That is
jeez.
3. That is 3.
Okay.
You've so far said Mount Coronet, Chargestone Cave, and Blush Mountain. So that is 1 point.
Okay.
There are in fact more though.
I'm trying to think because that was there. Where's Galars?
Yeah. Oh, gosh, it's one of the caves.
I shouldn't give you the hint. I'm not going to do it. I was going to, but we're live. We're live, so can't be nice here. Can't be nice.
Yeah, I know.
Claude's in first.
Audience, give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Oh gosh! All right. Now I need
Claude's
to
in-
really like actually sit in the tank and figure this out because this is gonna bug me otherwise.
Because was there another spot? Well, we know it does a Gen 9. Is there another spot in Gen 9 that does it too?
So here's my hot take: New Mauville.
New Mauville, correct. That is 4. New Mauville,
there you
Mount
go.
Coronet,
Yeah,
Chargestone Cave, and Blush Mountain are what you guys have so far. There are 3 more
what
answers.
about X and Y? Power. Is it the power plant or Route 12 where the desert is? Where in
Kalos?
In Kalos.
That is correct. That is Route 13, the Kalos Desert route with the power plant.
Very
That
close.
is 5. That is 5. I only need one more answer to get you guys full credit here. There are 2 more.
You
One of
do it
them.
in, what's it called? Hisui. How'd you do it in Hisui? Legends Arceus.
Mount Coronet or Thunderstone.
What's it, like the Cornet Highlands or something?
Oh, I guess that's not the same, is it?
And
No.
Is that not the same? If that's
it's not the same.
shoot it in. Shoot it in.
Cornet Highlands.
The Cornet Highlands is correct. I'm going to end it there just so you guys don't have to try to think for that pat on the back.
Thank
The last
you.
one you were missing was Vast Pony Canyon in Alola. Alola has 2 spots, it turns out,
That's
where
right.
you can do
And-
this.
Okay,
Trying to
you're
think about
right,
where
you're right.
Galar has it happen is nonsensical because they removed location-based evolutions.
That's what I was thinking
from Gen
too.
8.
I was like, I had to think about that for 2 seconds because I know that's why they introduced the Thunderstone evolution.
Yeah, all of them just do Thunderstone now. So, as a result, all right. Well, that gives you the
But
2
you can
points.
still do it in Chargestone Cave now. But yeah,
Yeah, that gives you guys the 2 points. So I'm gonna go ahead for the audience at home. The answers were New Mauville, Mount Coronet, the Coronet Highlands, Chargestone Cave, Kalos Route 13, Blush Mountain, and Vast Pony Canyon. You guys are, I think, 6 for 4. You still have the hint too, but it can be cashed in. This is your base stat question as always, and it's from Speed Demon Jet, who has found the most interesting ways to ask about the fastest Pokemon in a number of different scenarios. Which Pokemon with the Sand Rush ability has the highest base speed?
that would be Lycanroc Day form.
Are we locking that in?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think we
Okay.
just locked that in because I think most of the other Sandrush Pokemon are just a smidge slow. Excadrill is close. Dracovish, Dracozolt are close-ish, but none of them are over 100.
We're locking this in.
And Stoutland is under 100 speeds. Yeah. All right.
We're
I'm good
locking
with
this
that.
in. So the correct answer is Lycanroc midday form with the base 112 speed. Excadrill is in second place with 88. Stoutland in third with 80, and Dracovish and Dracozolt tie in fourth with 75. So yeah, that is a perfect score. That is 8. Now we come to the interesting part of the show because Shark, you're not in the top 4, and we want to try to scare Claude. The way this works is the following. We have another question. I'm going to give you kind of it's like Final Jeopardy. I'm going to give you the topic of the question, and then I'm going to go ahead and ask you to wager some number of your points.
Oh gosh.
You could that you have earned today. So you can only take the 8 points that you've earned today.
Yeah, gotcha.
And
Go
you
for
could
16.
you could
Go for
double them.
16.
The way this will work
so-
is if you get the question wrong, you lose all the points you've earned today. You have 0 points today.
Can I help him or no?
You can help
I think
him.
that's on that's your call.
No, you can help him, Claude. If he asks for your help and then you help him, it could be a way for him to walk away without losing points, but not gaining any. Now, if you were to just help him of your own free volition, Claude,
Yeah.
I cannot control you.
Okay.
But Shark has to ask for your. If Shark
Okay, so I
asks for
can
your
use
help,
you to not lose it. Okay, cool.
yeah,
Cool.
he can use you to not lose it. If you just shout out the answer and then Shark
It's
shouts
a
out the
lot of
answer,
points.
I
It's
can't
starting
stop you.
to chip in, but 16 though.
You can get 16.
huge.
You can go for 16. That's a record for Puckle's Poke Quiz. So I'm going to give you the topic
And
here.
basically, until you change Puckle Quiz again, there's no way it could get higher.
Exactly. There's no way we can get higher until we come up with a new mechanic or something stupid. So
Triple the points.
I'm going to tell you that the topic this week is legendary Pokemon.
Dude, yeah. Budget all the points.
All the points, all
Just 'cause
8
it's got-
are in the pot. We got YOLO.
Here we go. This is the
YOLO.
fun way. You gotta have fun.
All right, your bonus question. This comes from Liger. What is the only legendary Pokemon that has 2 standard abilities but does not have a hidden ability? What is the only
Okay.
legendary Pokemon that has 2 standard
Okay.
abilities but does not have a hidden ability?
Standard, but not hidden. Because it's
Great
not.
question.
That's an hidden. Mewtwo has a hidden ability. I think that has legendary. Interesting. Because thought process, it's not Mewtwo. I think Unnerve is its hidden. I think multi-scale regenerator are hidden abilities for a Ho-Oh I don't think Groudon or Kyogre have 2 abilities. Latios and Latias only have Levitate. I think Airlock is only Rayquaza, and the rest, I think. Oh, right, birds. Let's go back to the birds for a second. I think all those are just hidden abilities.
Can
So
you
I'm just gonna
repeat the
keep going
question
to 4.
again, Fetch?
What is the only legendary Pokemon that has 2 standard abilities but does not have a hidden ability?
Okay, so it has to have 2 standard for it to
Yes.
be considered.
Has to be 2 standard, but not have a hidden. So it's basically trying to narrow down which ones have.
I have a guess, but I could be wrong.
Trying to think, because those are trying to screw out the mythical. One that interestingly comes to mind right now is Heatran, which that might actually have 2 abilities. I'm just trying to think of what the other one is that isn't Flashfire right now. I feel like that one might, but I'm trying to think what other legendaries.
The other one
got
is
Just
Flame Body. Just
Yeah, that's what I feel like. It might legitimately have it is flame body Flashfire, but I don't know if that's hidden or not. Gen 5, those are hidden. Oh no, those are hidden because it's the Thundurus and the Landorus. What else is there? Those I think just have 1. Gen 6. Just have 1. I don't think there was a trio there. The Coco, those I think are hidden abilities.
it has 2, but does not have a hidden.
Gen 8
Has 2 but does not have a hidden ability.
That is tough.
That is
I don't know if I
really-
know it.
Gen 8 and Gen 9. Because you have.
I said I have 1 guess and only 1 guess.
It's not the Sword Dogs. It's not you.
But I can't
It's-
tell if that's.
'Cause it's-
I don't know if I can't give a I can't Somebody in chat says, shockingly, I think I know this one. This is for all the marbles.
Is that a
you
hit?
know?
Is it shocking? I'm just kidding.
No, it's not shocking.
Oh, it's
No.
only legendary. That's actually, hold on. That actually is just dawned on me.
can
That
all-
actually is very helpful. It takes out all the trios
Sure.
because the trios would behave the same way. So that
I would
is
say-
helpful. I was thinking about that now. I don't know why. That was just a subtle hint. So it's got to be something like, what are the Gen 4 legendaries again?
It
We
definitely,
have-
man, this is, Liger, you should know it. You wrote the question.
you should know.
Liger in chat, just like, I think I know this one. His name's on the screen. It says Liger.
All right, Thatch, I'm gonna message you what I
Okay.
think the answer is.
Okay.
Because it's Heatran, you have Heatran, you have Reggie's, you have, what is the other legendary in that? Cresselia? Cresselia is just Levitate, I think.
I can't, nope. I'd be giving a hint, and I think that's unfair to Claude. I think it's unfair to Claude to give the hint. I think it's unfair.
Gen 8,
Oh, dang. All right, I thought my answer was right.
Gen 5. Ah, man, this is really
It's-
tricky. 'cause I
it's
don't wanna
very-
just go
it's
throw
very-
Heatran to the wall.
It's very, very, very topical.
I still disagree with. I think mine is correct.
Wait, hold on.
Do you?
Okay,
Yes.
hold on. Hold on now. I just had a thought now. Okay.
Let me make sure that, Liger didn't mess up, but I don't think I don't.
Now,
I
I
think in the same way you are,
Claude.
Claude. I think in some way you are, Claude.
I
But yeah,
think the answer is Zygarde.
are you gonna lock that in,
Because I
Shark?
think that really thinking on it, that there's two abilities. One is one I believe is just the aura break, but then I think the other one is the one that makes it go complete form or something to that effect, or just the fact that it can go complete form.
I don't need to
makes
know
it
that. I
have
just need to know
another-
the Pokemon.
It's Zygarde.
It is Zygarde. Though to some extent,
Jeez,
Necrozma, I guess, could have been an answer. Based on
That's
what
where my
Claude.
mind was at because Ultra Necrozma has the,
Ultra
like,
Necrozma
Ultra-
does get a does get a new ability, so it's kind of muddy. But Zygarde can be on every single form of the Zygarde for both of them.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
so-
that's interesting. That was really good, Liger. Jeez,
All right, we're gonna go ahead and
juiced every
tally
ounce of
up
brain
those
power I have.
points.
Time for bed.
We're gonna total up the trivia score.
That was a really good question.
That was a very
That
good
was
question.
really good, Liger. Holy crap.
Claude, you get to be the first person that ever breaks 90 points on this show, so you
I
should
wanted
feel
to be
good
the
about
first to break
yourself.
100.
You still can be. Shark, you're the first person to ever get 16 points in one episode on this show. So this is where we are today. For those of you at home, Claude is in first place with 92 points. Jushiro is in second place with 86. Seth Vilo is in third with 82. Our Sigma is in fourth with 78. And then Shark now in fifth place with 68 points. So actually within shooting distance right now, in all honesty, of the top four. Bocephus is in sixth with 59. Linian is in seventh with 55. Whimsicott is in eighth with 47. And Sublime is in the rear with 43. With that, guys, that has been our Poke Quiz. Tune in next week for more crazy Poke Quiz action. With that, we're going to go head on over to our Poke Opinion. So let's do that. We need a Poke Opinion. I usually look, but we have a whole chat. Does anybody have any ideas for Poke Opinion? We could pull it from chat today, or we can pull it from Discord. Your choice, not mine.
I said go
Um,
with chat, but that they have to.
Yeah, I would
do it.
rather go. They have to say something for me to do it. That's the answer. That's the answer there,
Mhm.
Claude. Let's see if anybody says anything. Because it does say we have viewers everywhere, so we've got that going for us, which is nice. We literally just did that entire topic, courtesy Flush. He asked, "What is everyone's first early impressions on ZA?" We just did that for like
And-
an hour. It's okay.
7.5 to 8.5 out of 10. That's basically tells you where you're at.
Yeah.
Just to
Did you pick the fourth secret starter? There's no secret starter. Stop it.
Oh, yeah, there is.
What? Wait, what's the
did
fourth
you pick,
secret?
You could pick Pancham.
You can pick Pancham, really?
Ow.
Remember, because you're staring at the Pancham,
Yeah.
the other trainer. You can actually go and pick them.
You can pick the Pancham.
It basically says, "What are you doing?" But you could try to pick the Pancham.
That's
I
so
thought that was
silly.
really funny that they were smart
Goofy.
enough because someone would click it.
Goofy.
Someone would try.
And then let's see. British Gent's got a good one. Do we want to have the battling carry on into other games? I think we can do
No.
that. Well, yeah, but we can talk about that. We can elaborate
There's
on
my
that
answer.
now.
No.
Yeah, I know. Okay. We're gonna talk about it. Let's just do it because it's all we got. Welcome to Puckle's Pokey Opinion. Our Pokey Opinion is gonna come from British Gent in our chat, our live stream chat today, and he asks, do we want to have the battling in ZA carry into other games? And I mean, I think Claude and I are on the same page, and the answer is no. But
I think this is a good first attempt at doing this. I think there's potential to do so, but I think I think it was worth trying to play around. I'm definitely not a no. I think it'd be interesting to try to bring this through. I like the ability to play around with your space
I really want
live
to
action.
I want them to bring like at least the fluidity of battles that we've had both in Legends Arceus and Legends ZA now, where like you can go in and out of combat very easily, right? Where you can be in a battle and not in a battle like very, very quickly. I want that in a mainline Pokemon game. I still want it to be turn-based. Like Pokemon at its core. This game's stressful, okay? This one is just like go out there, press the buttons in the right way at the right time, or you're done. And it's meant to be that because Legends is meant to be more of like an action adventure type series than the typical Pokemon game. But like when I play Gen 10, I want Gen 10 to be I'm sitting on the couch, chilling out, walking around, going on my fun little adventure, and I can take a break when I need to take a break. And go do a turn-based battle real quick. But you know what? If it takes me 5 minutes between turns, that's fine because I had to get up and like let the dog out or something, you know? I don't think that I appreciate the Legend series for what it is. I am disappointed by the Legend series not building on everything exactly that it came before. But I understand that to an extent because they want to kind of use this as a way to just like explore a bunch of different ways to design Pokemon games. And I'm sure we're gonna get some goodies. I'm sure we'll get some goodies. Yeah, like Legends Arceus, the Horde battles, like the outbreaks, those made their way into Scarlet and Violet. And I think
the wild area made it back as a general thing.
I would love to see the alpha Pokemon make their way into a main game.
Yeah. I agree with you. Like I really think that alpha Pokemon more or less kind of there's like a mark they get for being an alpha Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. And then on top of that, I think they get I think their stats are like purposely pinned at a certain level or something like that as well. But I really enjoy I do enjoy the continuity between this game, Legends ZA, that we've had with some of the stuff we had in Legends, like some of the good stuff that came from Legends Arceus. Like we got alphas back. The catching is very samey, I think. It does require you to battle a little bit more, but that's kind of the point of the game. The game is supposed to be battle focused. And I I think saying that this is an action adventure game while general Pokemon games are RPGs is probably the best way I can sum up what I've been saying for months when people have been worried that this is going to be how Pokemon games are moving forward. I just don't see it. Like it just can't happen. Like it's an RPG from an action adventure game. Like those are two different things. It's just not going to work, you know, in that sense. But I would love for me to just be able to press a button, send a Pokemon out, and now I'm in a battle. Like I think that's the way Pokemon battles should work to some extent. Like I should hit up, not up on the D-pad, but let me hit like ZL or something like that to send my Pokemon out instead of something else. I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, I also think that the battling feels, and maybe this is just because I'm not experienced with the battle system yet, but it feels a little undercooked. And needs a little bit more time in the oven. And I don't think with the way Legends games are, there's enough time to develop it to make it fully cooked. Sometimes, I mean, I felt the same way about the Legends Arceus play style. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe your opinions are different than mine.
I definitely think it just needs to go. I think we can build on this for future Legends games.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't.
I mean, I feel like we say that
has to always stay turn based.
I feel like we say that they need to do it like in the next Legends game, but just knowing them, I feel like the next Legends game is just going to be completely different and thrown against the wall and not the same thing, you know. It is going to be absolutely wild in that. I don't know. Like Legends Arceus and Legends ZA, I don't think are the same game at all. Like they're very, not even close. They're very different. And I just don't think, I think at this point, wishing that Legends games build on each other is just something I don't believe anymore can effectively happen. You know, I just don't think that that's the intention that Game Freak wants to have with this, or the Pokemon Company, which is fine, because I do think they need to take the time to step outside of their comfort zone of just like, here's Pokemon turn-based, have fun. Here's 100 new Pokemon, have fun, go play. I do like that they're taking the time to try to think about the Pokemon world and how Pokemon can interact in different types of games like this. So yeah, I'm really appreciative of the way they're doing that. And like I said, it's a great way for them to take little bits and pieces that are working in these games and put them into our, you know, more traditional JRPG Pokemon games. Our Final Fantasy, you know. Mm-hmm. So I think that's kind of where I'm at with it, but I don't know if you guys have other opinions or you feel differently or have any other thoughts on the matter.
Kind of just an agreement.
Yeah. Okay. We're in bold agreement here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that then, you know what? We've had a long show, so this is going to be Puckle's Poke Quiz, or the Poke Opinion, not Poke Quiz, Poke Opinion. We got one more segment, which is just some emails. So we're going to go ahead and kick it on over to our mailbag and read some of those wonderful emails. So we will catch you over there.
We pull up the mailbag.
Mailbag. There were a few emails. I know one's Gigasaurus. And then, Cleary sent one in today. Custom coin idea. Dear friend, this is Rick from China. Please tell me more, my friend Rick from China. Rick from China. I love that somebody introduced themselves as Rick from China.
I have a question for y'all. Where is the Stone Emporium in this game?
If you look on the map, it's one of the buildings that's highlighted. It's very close to Hotel Z.
Let's see if I can find it.
I don't see it on my thing.
Because I need to go there anyway. It's on the main strip.
It's on the main strip.
I've never been there.
I don't know.
Go to zoom into Area 1.
Yeah.
There's the street to the left of Area 1 called Vernal Avenue. And Stone Emporium's on the left-hand side of that street.
Vernal
if you go
Avenue.
up between that and Prism Tower. I have to go there anyway because I gotta.
I haven't been to the
get
Vernal
me a
Pokemon
victory
Center. Wow, I just ignored that one line.
Still
of
sad
history.
there's no Panzap. You know what?
I ignored this whole area.
Kudos
Oh,
to you, friend, for wanting Panzap. I want to read this one by Cleary.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna gonna pick emails. I hope you guys don't mind, and then you're gonna
Yeah,
read what I tell
sure.
you to.
Okay. Which one do you? I haven't looked at these. Let me pull.
We're gonna do. I'm gonna read Cleary. Somebody's gonna read Gigasaurus. I don't care who. Yeah, most of them are not long enough or to work.
Well, there's
for
just so
the
many
show.
emails I have to unselect and unstar.
And then okay, Reptile. These are the three. I picked them. Who wants Reptile and who wants
I will take Gigasaurus.
okay,
I'll take
Shark.
Reptile.
you've got Reptile.
Gotcha.
This
Okay.
is the.
I'm gonna go. It's
October
gonna be
15th one, right?
yeah. It's gonna be me. Then it's gonna be Claude. Then it's gonna be Shark. Good.
Got it.
Good.
Mhm.
Good. If Panzap happened, I deserve royalties. Okay, that's all I'm saying, chat. I deserve royalties if Panzap happened. Because I gave them the idea. Clearly.
Of
Okay,
course.
let's do a quick check. Okay, it's there. I deserve royalties if it happens, that's all. Okie dokie, here we go. Mailbag time. Welcome to the mailbag. The mailbag is the part of the show where you can email us at pucklepodcast@gmail.com and maybe get your email read on the show. Last week, we asked you guys what your predictions were for Pokemon Legends ZA, and we're here to see if you were right or wrong. But yeah, with that, guys, we'll jump in a second. But before I forget, I'll get in trouble with my contract if I don't say that this part of the show is brought to you by the fictional energy drink Green Tauros, the energy drink that gives you hooves. And we'll give the Green Tauros badge, which is access to a chat over on our Discord server where you guys get to chat. I don't know. That chat has like really popped off this year, and it's a lot of fun actually to hang out in. We used to just come in there and type hooves a lot, but now there's actual discussion that happens in it. It's like the most loyal fans of Puckle sitting there talking all the time. It's really fun.
Mhm.
So with that though, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Our first email this week is going to be from Cleary. Old host of the show. Hey Puckle, being filmed in front of a live studio audience, Cleary here. Happy new Pokemon release week, everyone. I won't lie, a rush of nostalgia washes over me, sending in 2 emails back to back like this. I've got to admit, Enzo won the mailbag last week with the image of Panzap. It really took me back in time reminiscing about the Fire Water Llama or whatever ant Pokemon Thatch really wanted to see made. It was Poison Electric Ant, by the way, for those of you at home.
It would have made
Go-
sense in that Gen 2 because of
Yeah.
Heatmore.
Yeah, exactly. Going back to last week's email, I appreciate the points that were brought up about my fears regarding the battle systems and must admit the idea of a way to onboard new players didn't even cross my mind, as it has really swayed my worries about replacing future series battle mechanics. I could, however, seeing it be used in future main series boss fights as part of the story. Now, on to why we're all truly writing into the podcast about. What are Cleary's first week impressions of the games and changes that were made? For starters, I'll say this. My initial remark about this being a glimpse into Kalos were true. I also find myself thinking of it as a type of love letter to those games, as well as the whole franchise as a whole. I'll keep it spoiler-free, but the references, landmarks, and characters you encounter in the game have all been great, and I don't think I found myself saying, oh man, I wish they had done this differently. Besides maybe the initial tutorial, it took way too long to finally be able to explore the region reins-free. I did, however, catch myself on a rooftop in the city once or twice, just looking out beyond the walls at the skybox, wishing those gates around the city would swing open at least once. Where was I at? Oh man, I lost my place because I like read the words. But I digress. As I said, I am pleasantly surprised as to how much I've enjoyed the game's battling system, as well as the fast-paced nature the battle zones offer. A last few thoughts. I want to touch on how my Mega only team is going. After finding out that those Mega Shards are your ticket to Mega Stones in game, I made it my mission to find a Riolu and bullet punch every single pink thing that crosses my path. Wait, where did you find a Riolu? Apologies to the the 12 Cleffa and the 1 shiny Buniri that got in the line of fire. Besides that, my team consists of Charizard, Lucario, Dragonite, and an Alpha Magikarp that I know that I found early on that knows Hydro Pump, named Biggest Fish. That's a reference to the live streams, everybody. For those of you unaware, we had a Magikarp that we called Big Fish on a Nuzlocke. As for those as well as 2 others that have been yet to have officially revealed as Megas, so I'll save those in a future email recap. That's about all I have to share this week, though, Puckle. I hope you enjoy your time in one of my favorite regions in Pokemon, and remember to collect every Mega, yes, even Audino, from your local Mega Maniac, Cleary. Well, thank you for that one, Cleary. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the topic for next week, by the way, for the mailbag. What are your initial impressions of ZA? Let us know. But with that, we've got another email from Gigasaurus Games, and I believe you've got this one, Claude.
I do. Hello, Puckle crew. As we rapidly approach and then pass the release of ZA, I decided to finally throw out some of my own thoughts about what ZA's story will likely include. I don't expect any relatives of characters, but I'm sure we'll see some returning characters themselves in the game, likely including all the Kalos gym leaders in Elite Four, possibly as elite trainers at high levels of the Battle Royale pyramid. One character I'm not convinced we'll see, though, is ironically Xerosic. While it's true that most of Team Flare escaped justice, Xerosic was canonically arrested by Looker and hauled away after one final conversation with Emma and the player. If we do see Xerosic, it would most likely be as a tag team with Looker, possibly using Xerosic as an undercover infiltrator / informant with Looker as his handler, which Emma and the player discovered by accident while investigating rumors of sightings of former Team Flare members at large, aside from the ones confusingly employed at the research lab. As for Mega Rayquaza, I remain unconvinced that it will be in the game. All of the name similarities aside, while it would make mechanical sense to be in the game, I worry that its entrance to the story would feel very shoehorned and make the story of the game flow less well, much like the Dynamax Pokemon from The Player Doesn't Fight in Sword and Shield. I do, however, predict that at least one Pokemon from every generation before Gen 9 will have a Mega by the end of the DLC, because I think that Game Freak is starting to get some of the message about utilizing all of their generations after the silliness that was Leon's Charizard in Gen 8. Given how many fun choices they have made for Pokemon in Unite, such as Delmise and Crustle. Most of all, though, I predict that I will have a lot of fun playing Legends ZA, even as I struggle with the performance issues on Switch 1, which I've heard the Switch 1 there's not nearly as many issues, which is kind of great. I beat a platformer with a computer that stuttered every 30 seconds, so I can play Pokemon on a Switch 1. Wow. As always, thank you for all the work you do to make the show every week. I'm looking forward to the release streams this week. Gigasaurus Games. Woo-hoo.
All right. We've got one last email for everybody today. Our last email is going to come to you from Reptile over here in the mailbag. Yeah. And Shark, you got this one.
All right. Howdy do, Puckle crew. Reptile here. As I write this, my order of Legends ZA is in the mail and should be here by the time I get back home from the convention with my boyfriend. I'm going into this game trying to meet it where it's at rather than going with too many unfounded expectations of what it should be. That said, I do have a few. That said, I do have a few hopes for the game, and I think it makes sense for the Pokemon to do this in a new setting. In terms of gameplay, I think we've seen a good portion of what they have in store. Real-time battles, either between NPC trainers, wild Pokemon, or online competitors, seems to be what the focus is for the marketing team. I would have liked to see more on the exploration side, and it has me worried that Lumios won't be as fun to wander around as I would hope. As mentioned in many emails before, that I love urban exploration, and if I can't find a Spiritomb at the end of an out of the way dungeon, that will be a missed opportunity in my book.
Yeah.
We'll say in Wild Area 5, there's definitely going down through not like a super sewers, but like fine. It was interesting. It was kind of cool coming out of that, out of a little tunnel, seeing a giant alpha there, which is almost a Spiritomb. So have fun exploring around for that. Hopefully you do get something close to that Spiritomb. Story-wise, I feel like it doesn't have to be much to keep me invested, but I would like to see them continue the trend of actually decent writing for these characters and storylines. I don't mind a basic story, but if it's not told well with compelling characters, even the best ideas can fall flat on their face. I hope that the Rust Syndicate, Team MZ, Quasartico aren't the only factions running around Lumios, but I think they would have been told to us if there were. Mostly, I just hope that even if I'm not completely shocked by how the story plays out, I hope that I'm intrigued enough to want to keep pulling on threads and end up satisfied. Otherwise, as long as megas aren't too ridiculous to obtain and the battles are fun, I'm sure I'll have a great time with this game. The difference in these elements will just be the difference between if I keep playing ZA or if I go back for another run of Silksong. Hope y'all are enjoying the game. Reptile.
Well, thank you for that. I think the only person in that group that doesn't have the Green Taurus badge is Cleary.
I say we give it to him then.
I would like to award the Green Taurus badge to Matthew Cleary. Da, 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 da. And with that, we are also going to go ahead and end the show, I guess. If you want us to email us next week at pucklepodcast@gmail.com, let us know your initial thoughts of Pokemon Legends ZA. We would love to hear. Do you love it? Do you hate it? How do you feel? And if you, other than that, if you want to follow us, come on, check out our Discord at pucklediscord.com. Of course, you can always follow us over on our social media at Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Twitter. Additionally, you can follow us over at Twitch at twitch.tv/thepucklepodcast and YouTube, youtube.com/pucklepodcast. Both those places are where you're going to see live streams this week. From whoever decides to stream. I know Claude and Shark are amped to stream, so I want to help them out. Yeah. Actually, after we record this, we're going to make sure everybody's good to go, and we're just going to go wild. With that, if you want to help support the show, you can go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/pucklepodcast for ad-free episodes and probably like this leak podcast, because I need to talk leaks with somebody, guys. Even if it's just myself.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff.
So much.
There's stuff that is confirmed and stuff that is still like all the rumors.
There's so much to talk about. But with that, guys, I have been Trainer Thatch.
I've been Claude9.
And I've been Shark Finnegan.
And here in the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's closing time. For those of you on stream, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to try to get Shark and or Claude set up to stream, and somebody, I think we're just going to be having like some sporadic streams throughout the week and today and whenever people feel like playing. So, so we're going to shut the stream. We're going to end the stream here in a second. But thank you again.
On and off, just testing stuff. For the record.
We're just going to get Claude and Shark going. But with that, guys, thanks everybody. We will catch you all on the flip flop.